Well, so far that's two. You know, it's a group that is still coming together. I thought we played to the score a little bit in the second half and kind of lost the sharpness that we need to play with, meaning discipline on the defensive end, and then offensively, you know, getting a great shot. But there were some really good things in the first half. Obviously, I think we charted 36 of our 40 possessions were either open shots, good shots, just a miss or a foul, and about half of that in the second half. So we just played to the score a little bit too much, missed a lot of free throws. But yeah, good to have the second one, and we'll move on to the third.
Was the defense something you were extra pleased with, especially in the first half?
Yeah, I thought they did a lot of nice things in the first half, for sure. We're still working on their activity, kind of not deterring their discipline, you know. I think sometimes they're so competitive, they think, I'm going to make sure the other team doesn't shoot. It's more about, I want the other team to take a shot we don't want them to take, right? So that led to some cheap fouls and some going for things that we didn't need. So we're still working on the discipline, but I'll take activity all day, and then we can always continue to tweak the discipline.
The only two departments that you guys didn't lead in were 3-point percentage and free throw percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But in some of the preseason talks, you were really excited about how well everyone was shooting from three.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of those struggles just coming from outside the perimeter?
That's a good question. I mean, I think the guys that we want shooting threes, I think we can make more than that. You know, obviously they're worth mathematically a lot more. So 33% from three is better than 40% from two, right? So part of it, you play that out. But the free throw line, you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, they're free throws, like they are free, right? So I don't know how to help you with that. We shoot a lot of free throws. We've tried everything under the sun. It comes down to, I think free throws come down to how are you as a shooter, for sure. But also, it's like, what do you say to yourself? Like, do you walk up and say, I hope I make this? Or do you walk up and you say, I made this shot 1,000 times in my life? And I can't speak for that. I don't know. But leaving 14 points on the free throw line is going to be really hard to beat a top 10 team.
And back to that three ball, Reniya and Lexi were shooting it well, but Alyssa was having some trouble, not only from three, but just from the field tonight. How important were they in stepping up?
Yeah. You know, I think they're both really key to what we're doing. You know, we know Lexi can shoot it. You know, I like that she was able to go off the dribble a bit more, that she was more aggressive in passing lanes with her hands on defense. When your fifth-year kid is still getting better, that's a good thing. You know, she's more than just a shooter, but we needed her today to knock down shots. And Reniya's aggressive. You know, when she can continue to stay aggressive, I think she can make some better decisions. But, you know, her being aggressive, I'll always like where we are when that's the case.
Lexi, I'm sure people expect you to be making some perimeter shots and to hit a few tonight. Does that kind of, in game two, you've kind of shown, right, this is what you can do. What's that feel like?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, we trust this team shooting it from three. We've shot it really well in practice, and I feel like that'll just continue to get better the more that we're able to play together and just play in front of a crowd, get some more games under our belt. I feel like it'll just percentage-wise continue to keep getting better. So it feels good to have a couple more going compared to our first game, and I just hope that we can keep trending in that direction.
You had one really nice little Euro step in the third quarter, and the bench was super hype. Just talk to me about like how your bag is deeper than just catch and shoot or just threes in general.
Yeah, I think Coach and I have talked about this, but last year I was just a little too content standing outside shooting threes, and so she's really challenged me. My teammates have challenged me just to do more, pretty much, and put the ball on the floor more, win the paint more for myself, for my teammates, and just, yeah, be more confident with the ball in my hand.
Reniya, what's your takeaway from the game today? What do you think is going to be the...
Super proud of the team. Like, you know, we've been fighting a lot during practice, just everything, but we do have to get better. You know, we have better competition coming, and we just need to get better. So we have to.
You've been fighting in practice, you said?
No, like, just the energy, passion.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of passion lately, and we're trying to keep that up for the next competition.
Yeah, shout out to, you know, Blanca got 10 boards. It's her career high here. Basically in foul trouble, a lot of it, you know, and needing her to get experience. So that was key. And then, you know, Sierra, almost a double-double. You know, that was you know, so these guys are coming along. They're young, some young guys that we were going to lean on, so it's good for them to get some experience.
Courtney, how important is next week stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, at least a different venue, a couple different venues?
Yeah.
How important is
Yeah, it's great. We'll have we had our first game this tonight. We had our first night game. Next one we'll have our first away game, and then our the next one after that is your first DD game. It's just a lot of firsts for this group. So, it's why you do it, is that you find out kind of each one where you're at and what you need to work on. And this group has responded. There were moments where we really didn't play well. But if I'm being real, I know part of it is it's hard not to play to the scoreboard, and you could say they need to be better, and I get it, right? But we gave up 16 first half points when the score was more in the game, right? So yeah, next week it'll be 2 new experiences for us, and then we come back and we have our first long road trip. So we kind of have a lot of firsts over the next kind of these first 3 weeks by design, as we know our ACC is coming, and that's a formidable challenge for this team.
Lexi, you said you're challenging yourself, and your teammates are challenging you to go beyond the 3.
Mhm.
Is that still your favorite shot? And if so, like, where on the court? You like the wing? You like the corner?
I don't know.
Where they're open, right?
Yeah, wherever I'm not guarded is the best spot. I would say transition threes are the most fun though. Just off the slice or off a throw ahead. When you can hit one of those, it's a big energy boost for the team.
I saw you working with Sydney before the second half.
Yeah.
And she was tossing in those transition like passes. Is that what you work on a lot in practice too, and a lot in the off season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And personally, I had missed a couple in the first half that I wanted to make that were that exact type of shot. And so yeah, Sid with her at halftime, she was passing me the ball to get some of those looks to hopefully make them in the second half.